and soul, art, yeah, soul, art and soul, art, soul, art and soul.
Hello. Hi, how are you? Hi, welcome to Art and Soul. We are here in the area, the neighborhood where IWoodzCreation is located, with our main focus of the foot pump hand wash that couldn't be more timely. We are in the COVID-19 pandemic, but we are also trying our best to stay safe. So join me as I hang out with Eric, who's going to tell us all about it.
Hello.
Hi Eric, how are you?
Melissa, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome to IWoodzCreation.
Thank you very much.
Wash your hands and join us.
Ah, okay, so I just put my foot here.
Yeah, you just put your foot on the paddle.
Okay.
Use your soap.
All right.
That's it.
Oh, nice. Very convenient.
Yeah. I hope you didn't have a tough time getting here.
Nope.
Nice one.
All right. Whew. That was very easy.
Nice one. You good?
Yes, I'm good.
Nice one.
Feeling fresh.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So join me.
All right.
Art and soul, art, soul, art and soul, art, yeah, soul, art and soul, art, soul, art and soul.
All right, guys. Hi. Welcome to Art and Soul. I'm here at IWoodzCreation. This is where it all happens. I'm going to hang out with Eric, and we're going to focus specifically on the foot pump hand wash. It has come at a very important and crucial time. Join us.
Join me here.
All right.
This is our cutting and assembling place. We do most of our cutting here and we assemble over here. So this is one of my carpenters, Ben. He does the cutting of the wood over here.
Hi, Ben.
So we do the cutting here and then we try to assemble everything here before we move it out. So Ben, show him how you do it. We are brought over here to be assembled. And like I said, we hardly use hammer in our work, and we use the nail guns. It's very easy to use. You can try your hands on them if you don't mind.
Would I need gloves? I'm okay.
Okay.
Hey, am I that strong?
No, it doesn't take much, so just...
That's what you think. Oh,
That's it.
it doesn't take anything.
It doesn't take anything, and it holds everything together.
Nice. And so this is a nail gun.
There's a nail gun.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Great. Then we move to where we do the with sandpaper, and we try to polish the work when it's being assembled over there to this particular department. There is a table saw used in cutting trims of this size to work.
So it's specifically made for wood that size?
Yeah, not this size, any size
Any
you want to
size?
cut.
You can cut it down to this size?
Yeah, that's it. You can adjust to whatever thickness or depth you want, and you can cut from there.
And it's called a trim?
No, this is called a table saw.
Table saw, yes.
This is called a table saw.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And we have a planing machine over here. This actually takes care of the planing of the machine, so that you have a fresh surface to work with. So when the wood come here, the first thing that goes here is here. It comes to this particular department where the wood are being planed to that side before they become neat and sent over there for the cutting. Then we come to that guy who does the sandpaper.
Sandpaper. So this is a sandpaper machine.
Yeah, that's a sandpaper machine. That's one of the most tedious work when it comes to this woodworks.
Look, when I was in high school and we had to do some woodwork, we had literally the sandpaper.
Okay.
We would.
Yeah.
Or the file. But the file was more for metals.
Okay.
But the sandpaper was
for wood, yeah.
Whew, thank goodness for technology.
So it's quite tedious working with. So after that, everything is brought out here to the opening where we do the spraying first for it to go dry. These are kennels, but all these stations were sprayed or have been sprayed already.
Okay.
So when we are done with that, you can join me here.
Sure.
So he does the spraying, and we normally, because it's our outdoor project, even with the kennels and the wash stations, we normally use varnish, which has got UV protection, so that it can withstand the sun and all that.
Sure.
So after that is done,
So this is the varnishing.
that is the varnishing. It gives it a very glossy look, and because of the UV, it also prevents water or the wood from absorbing water. So it makes the whole project last for a very long while.
Okay.
And then we come to the final point, which is the assembling.
Okay. So this is what we're doing here.
We are trying to assemble our foot pump hand wash station after it has gone through cutting. We are assembling right over here. This is the final stage.
Okay.
So as you can see, this is our tap that provides us with clean water to be able to wash our hand, just like what we have in our kitchens. And then this is our sink. We've tried to improvise our own sink because the standard sink we have in town are quite big. So using it from this station, meaning the station needs to be quite bigger. So we have to just improvise and use our own technology to produce our sink. So these are bowls that have been converted to sink, and they are stainless bowls, so they don't rust.
Okay.
So we connect a tube down there to, we have some jerry cans over here.
So this is where the water is coming from.
This is where the water is coming from. This is also where the wastewater is going to.
Oh.
So the green one takes it has the clean water, and the yellow one has the wastewater.
Okay. And how often do the customers have to change it out?
Well, it depends on how you use it, because the gallon is 25 liters.
Okay.
And because of the manual system actually saves you a lot of water, so you don't actually get it waste a lot of water, as you can see. So the 25 liters on a good day, worst comes to worst, if your place is even busy, you should just use 2 gallons in a day. But if your place is a normal place, 25 liters should be able to at least provide you enough water to wash your hands. And as soon as the clean water is finished, meaning your wastewater is full, because it's the same amount of water that goes in there. So there wouldn't be situations whereby your wastewater is going to overfill. Actually, we've even left just about 1 liter water space for the clean one, so that one doesn't even go to the waste.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you can literally put this anywhere in your house, on your compound, in your office.
Anywhere.
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 Wow. This has come at such a good time. I mean, it's unfortunate that the pandemic happened, but I mean, look what has come out of it. So hopefully this can still keep going way after COVID-19 has left.
Yeah. I don't think hand washing should be something anybody is going to ignore. Exactly. I think coronavirus has even thrown more light on how we should be able to take our hygiene very serious.
Absolutely.
And on a normal day, somebody wouldn't be able to put a sink in his office or in his small corridor just to wash his hand, because you need to connect a tap, you need to direct the waste. So even with this, even after the coronavirus, you can still use it in your offices, in your homes, anywhere, and you can still get access to hand washing anytime you want.
Perfect for every situation. But when COVID-19 has gone and people can gather together, have their family gatherings, this is perfect, because not everybody wants people coming into their house to use their bathrooms and things. So this will be absolutely perfect. Everybody can just walk up, wash their hands, go and eat their fufu and things outside. It's just so useful for every situation.
That's it.
You've done an absolutely amazing job.
Even for your studios.
You see?
Even for your studios, they are perfect for your studios, so you can have your guests washing your hands before you, and I think that's going to be a perfect thing. Okay, so we just finished assembling this one.
So this is the complete, so nobody has touched this, it's me. Have a paper towel holder?
Yeah.
This is amazing.
All made from wood.
All made from wood.
And you realize there's a gap between the main platform and the tissue holder, just because we don't want the water that is spilling on over here to get to the tissue.
Exactly.
That's why we're giving this gap over here to be able to stop water from soiling the tissue.
You've thought of everything.
Yeah. So let's go to our automated system, which is our new one. This is the manual system, by the way.
Yes, manual.
It uses no electricity, no power, no batteries. And with our automated system, it's the same station or it's the same system you have. Just with this one, you don't pump. You just tap on it once and the water flows.
This is fantastic. And is this out yet? Have you pushed this out on the market yet?
Yeah, this is quite new in the market.
Okay.
This is quite new in the market. You can just put your foot on the paddle over there.
Oh! But wait. So you just tap once?
Just tap once. Okay. So as soon as you take your leg up, the water goes off.
This is fantastic. I like this. Fantastic.
But this uses electricity.
Okay, so
Tino.
From the back. Let me check it out. Wow. How easy would it be to manage outdoors when now we're talking about rain and things?
Okay, sure. With this system, you've got an option whereby you can put an inbuilt battery in it.
Okay.
The inbuilt battery is able to store power for up to 6 hours.
Okay.
We are trying to improve upon that to get other options whereby the power can keep for a very long time. But now the power system we have is 6 hours. So should you decide to use it for an outdoor project whereby if it's an outdoor project or a program, I'm not sure it's going to last more than 6 hours.
Yeah.
So as long as your battery is charged, you just have to plug this there. So far as the system is connected to power, the battery charges on its own. The battery is inbuilt, everything is inside, including the gallons and everything.
What about maintenance? When the battery runs out, I mean, who's responsible? Does the client purchase another one from you?
It's rechargeable. It's rechargeable. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and the cost, it's all included in the cost?
Yeah, it's all included.
Okay.
So if you come for the automated, we have the solar option, whereby if you don't want to use electricity, we can connect the whole system to solar for you so that it can be stationed outside. So far as there's enough sunshine, the system will run. If the sun goes down, there's power, there's battery to store some power for 6 hours, and it will still keep the system running. But this particular one you're seeing over here is electricity.
And what about the maintenance? Let's just very briefly talk about maintenance, how just to keep it, because if this is outside, I know you varnish it very well and you treat your wood, but if it's outside, over time, rain, dust, weather, flies, I don't know, all the natural elements.
Yeah, good. Okay, the good thing about the heat-treated wood is that the varnish actually protects the very surface of the wood. So everything you're seeing over here, the dirt, or even if you're going to see any dirt on it, it's actually on the varnish. And it's very easy to clean varnish. All you need is soap and sponge, or even a foam. Not something too hard.
Harsh,
Not something, just normal soap and sponge. You can wash the whole thing with soap. It wouldn't rot, it wouldn't spoil, nothing will happen to it. It will still be fresh. Just like any other product you have that you want to keep clean, you just have to wash it. And you don't need any special thing to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. But with regular daily maintenance, probably after you use your station, you keep it clean, you wash it, you wouldn't have any situation whereby you need to dedicate a particular day to have the whole thing washed or cleaned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just make sure it's clean as you go
Just
along.
make sure it's clean, because the wood itself wouldn't rot. It has been protected, has been preserved, has been heat treated. So the varnish also giving it another extra protection. So I can assure you that the wood itself has not got any problem. All you need to do is do your regular maintenance, which is just soap or foam with soap. Just wash the system and dry it.
Fantastic. You know, you've done an amazing job. It's good that something good can come out of something that has really changed the lives of so many people.
Okay.
A huge thank you and congratulations to your team. So you do for anybody, corporate, private, anybody who just wants one?
Anybody. We actually want everybody to have it, because it's also our aim to get and also help people to fight this coronavirus. So as much as even we brought about this innovation, what even you watch around, the selling price you're selling here, it's even a promo price.
Okay.
We've actually even reduced it so that everybody, including individuals, corporate bodies, government institutions, anybody can have access to it and use it. The more people get access to our foot pump wash station, the less coronavirus we're going to have in town.
All right, I'm just squeezing through here. Okay, so Eric just gave us a tour of the IWoodzCreation workshop. You guys, when you have time, you need to come and check this out and buy one of these. Buy them, guys. All right, we'll be right back.
Art and soul, art, soul, art and soul, art, yeah, soul, art and soul, art, soul, art and soul.
Hello, my name is Eric Kwakujima, and I'm the CEO of IWoodzCreation. IWoodzCreation, that's Innovative Woodworks. I stands for innovation, and Woods, that's wood. So basically, our name stands for what we do. We try to bring a lot of innovation into our woodworks and all our products that we do. My main focus, or the main thing that really got me into woodworks, was the way, well, there were so many instances I wanted to build something, but the kind of output or finishing I always wanted from my works, I realized I wasn't getting it around. And sometimes when you're looking out for that, it seems you need to go to the top-notch companies or the top-notch furniture companies for that. So meaning the average person couldn't have those kind of furniture. So I realized that there was a gap between like innovation and woodworks on the streets or in the local communities. So I decided to take it upon myself, look out for the few things that could make even the woodworks in our local communities stand out very unique, just like what we have in our big furniture shops. So that was what really motivated me to get into the search to look for more ideas for woodworks. One of the things we do most here, or I started with, was dog kennels. And dog kennels are mostly kept outside. So I had to, though I can work with a lot of woods, but because of the dog kennels that I started with, I needed to look out for a type of wood that could withstand could withstand the weather, could withstand the water, and also could resist wood bugs and all that. So we had to look out for the best and probably the cheapest available in town, which was pallets. So we started off with the packing pallets, dismantling them. So basically that's what we started with. So we eventually now using a lot of pine wood, which are all heat treated. So as much as we can work with any kind of wood, but pine wood has been one of our main focus in terms of our production that we use. The positive side is that it's very profitable. It's something that if you love to do, you feel like you're building something. I always feel like I'm building something. So no matter the challenge that is presented to me, it's always an opportunity for me to bring out the creativity in me. So it's also an avenue to build. It's also giving me the platform to get to know a lot about production and also like how to deal with human beings. I think that is one of the main things that this business has really benefited me a lot. In terms of the negative side, of course, everybody will talk about finance. Finance is one of the most difficult things as a young guy if you want to start a business. So everybody knows about that. Another thing is your workforce. It's quite difficult trying to let the local guys really understand the need to really take every little detail serious and also apply so much attention to any project they go to. So that was one of the biggest challenge I had. And also if you want the best workforce, it also comes with money. And as much as it was a startup, I didn't have that much. But if you don't really get them what they also want, you don't really also get what you want. I never had the idea of bringing a foot pump hand wash station. It was actually a more like an outdoor or mini kitchen sort of thing that I was actually planning to come out with. It had nothing to do with a foot pump hand wash station system. So when the whole coronavirus thing came in, I had to just think through about look for something that would be more corporate presentable, that would be more mobile, and it's more convenient. So it took me about 2 days to just look through the box. I had a couple of other options, but something that was very practical and cost efficient. So that was what just the COVID-19 actually inspired the foot pump hand wash station. It's not an easy thing for a young guy who is a graduate to go into carpentry. We don't usually get to have that around. I remember when we were growing up, hardly would you have kids boasting about their daddies who are carpenters. Everybody loves to boast about their daddies who are doctors, lawyers, managers, and all that. So when I started, the community, the kind of reaction I had from my community and all that, yes, of course, I had my own negative effects. But I think this COVID-19 has really thrown a positive public attention on myself, and I'm actually getting so much respect. Even along my own friends, my colleagues, anywhere I go, it's actually brought a lot of public attention to me, which is good. Apart from my work alone, I think this coronavirus has really thrown a lot of information to the world for you to see how important every country, every community needs to be very much dependent on their own people. I think when we were growing up, we've always had the ideology or idea that things from outside countries are much better than what we have here. And that's what we've grown with. So it's so much for local people who are building stuff to be accepted. But within this coronavirus, when you can't even have anything important, as much as the thing you will need it will be difficult to get it down. It got every country and every nation to get its own people to start building other stuff, and which has really, since you don't have any other option of getting it from anywhere, during this coronavirus, it has really thrown public attention of everyone who is trying to put or make an impact during this time. And there's a time the government or the society, everybody should get to realize that if we cherish, support, and we try to encourage what we have, we can have so many amazing things built right over here in Ghana by Ghanaians. It's not a bad thing for Kwesi to get into carpentry. And it's not a bad thing for him to get into any other handiwork field in terms of mechanic. It's a very good venture for any young guy to get into. But education is very important. I think with myself, if I didn't have the right education, I don't think I will still be where I am. I would advise Kwesi to learn around the trade. It's not all about going to the field every time. There are so many things you can do. There's internet. Myself, I never went to any workshop to go and learn my carpentry. I learned my carpentry on the internet, and I involved local carpenters to help me build my own stuffs, and I learned from it. So as much as people have their own way of learning other stuff, you can also derive your own way, probably doing a bit of research, learning online, whilst you go to your school and acquire your knowledge, and you use the knowledge you acquire in your business. And I think that's going to help you. I'll first of all show you some pictures. We have a very amazing catalog of and gallery of bed frames and other products we have. I'm going to show you a gallery of them in the office, and you're going to go through. Even without that, I can send it to you on WhatsApp or by mail. You go through them and you make your choice. Making your choice doesn't mean you want exactly that. Probably you want, I always love to build something new. So when I send you something, I don't even expect you to tell me you want the same thing. Just pick an idea from here, pick an idea from here, add your own idea to it, let me understand it. I'll give you a 3D illustration of what you've actually told me. And if it conforms or it meets exactly what you were expecting, I'll give you an invoice, which is not very difficult, which is not very expensive. It's my prices are very moderate. As much as my products are of quality, the prices are very moderate. I'll give you a pricing, you make a deposit, we give you a time to make your bed available to you. You pay your balance upon delivery, and that's it. It's a very simple process. And one thing about, let's say in particular in relation to beds, a normal or the average carpenter, you go to him to build a bed for you. Yeah, so he will just be concentrated in building a bed. With iWoods, you come to us for a bed, meaning you want something creative for your bedroom. So it doesn't end with just the bed. It ends with some console, a dressing mirror to match with your bed, some bedside drawers, creative ones to also conform with whatever design or creativity you've applied into your bedroom. So it doesn't end there with just the bed. It needs to complement something needs to come along to complement the bed in the whole room. And that is what always makes iWoods stands out. I was a graphic designer. That one too I didn't learn. I also learned it on the internet way back when I was in SS. So I used to design, I had my own clothing line way back in school called Oxbow Clothing, but I wasn't successful. So I used to design my own clothes. And then I went into graphic designing itself, and I even worked with Xerox Ghana Limited way back when I was in the uni. So I've always been into graphic design, and I've always played around, so like designing softwares. So I think that's, with the designs, that's where it came from. I go to my hometown, but it's not that often, to be honest. Yeah, you're always busy around. I didn't grow up over there. I grew up in Accra. I think Tema, Kumasi, Accra. That was the 3 places I was around. So my hometown has never been, unless my dad is around, then I need to take him to the village, or he sends me on a few errands to do something around there. That's the few times I really go there. So my hometown, I don't really, everything comes fresh. Even when I'm just moving about, even talking to you now, I've got a new chair I think I want to do. That's something that will match your camera. So moving about, visiting people's homes, looking around the internet, even sometimes I drive to mountainous area, look at nature, and I get inspired to just come out with amazing stuff. IWoodzCreations is on Instagram, it's on Facebook, and it's on Twitter. But I think we are very much active on Facebook and Instagram. And our Facebook and Instagram handle goes by IWoodzCreations. I for innovation, wood for wood, and instead of the S, it's a Z. So IWoodzCreation, the normal creation, CREATION. And our contact number is 0244 473 919. That same number is on WhatsApp. So you can WhatsApp us on 0244 473 919.
That's it. There you have it, guys. This has been Art and Soul. A huge thank you to IWoodzCreations and Eric. Eric, thank you so much for having me. I've learned a lot. Engineering, the designing, the cutting. Woo, guys. On that note, you guys make sure you stay tuned for another episode of Art and Soul. I'll see you next time.
Art and soul, art, soul, art and soul, art, yeah, soul, art and soul.